So, over the last few months, we have been building a new digital product store, which we're almost there. And we started this back in June, which is insane if you think about it, because we're now in November. The goal was to launch this back in August, but obviously that hasn't happened. The next goal was to launch it by Black Friday. That hasn't happened. But I wanted to make this video because I want to make it clear. I think this is a good example of don't rush building your store, building your product, if you're not quite there yet, don't just get it out for the sake of it, because what we're trying to do is build an incredible brand with incredible products. And if you just rush through that building phase just for the sake of getting it out there so you can try and capitalize on Black Friday, for example, sure, you can make an extra few sales, but the goal of this brand is for it to be long term, and we want it to be good. We want people to download the products and to love the products and to give us good feedback and good reviews, and for people to tell their friends about the products. And the only way you can do that is by building an incredible product and brand. So we started this in June. It's now been there's three of us doing it, by the way. I got two business partners. One's a video editor, the other one is a Royal Marine Commando, and all three of us extremely creative individuals. So we partnered up because we wanted to all have our individual skills inputted into this business, and it's working really well. But I just want to make it clear that, bearing in mind we started in June and we're still building it now, with three of us doing this, by the way, it just shows the crazy amount of attention to detail and the actual work that goes into building these. It's not just a case of, building a store in a couple of days and launching a product and just testing, because, that's not how you build a brand that stands the test of time. So this is a really good example of what it actually takes. So I'm documenting this video for anyone who is looking to start a online business, e-commerce, digital products, and just make you aware of what actually goes into this, because it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not an overnight success. It takes time and patience and a lot of dedication and discipline. So we're going to continue building it. Hopefully we're going to launch, because Black Friday this Friday in what Thursday, so it's literally tomorrow. I don't think we're going to get it ready by then. But it is what it is, we've still got the rest of Q4 to focus on. We've got 2026 going into that year. Hopefully we'll still be in a good position to scale this going into that year. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a long old process, but this is why we do this, right? Because it's the development and the learning that we do along the way. I've learned so many things about building this brand that I can now give back to members inside my community and share everything I've learned from doing this business, because it's different to what I've done before. Normally, in the past, I would have built physical product e-commerce brands. This is a little bit different because we're selling a digital product. And what we are selling is video editing cinematic assets. So these are things like your presets, your LUTs, sound effects, overlays. Basically, it enables us to get really creative with our editing to make it gives it that cinematic look, similar to movies and highly edited videos. So the problem that we're solving with this product is it gives you that effect, within a matter of a click, right? A few clicks is all you need to drag and drop our tools onto your editing software, and enables you to get a really premium professional cinematic look that just looks incredible and doesn't require much effort to do this. You don't need to learn how to color grade. You don't need to learn how to do crazy effects. You simply download our products and you drag them onto your editing software, and it's as easy as that. So it's a great problem to solve because we're going into a massive market. It's the creator economy, right? It's booming right now and it's only getting bigger and bigger. More people understand that social media content is key to any type of business, right? Even if you're doing cleaning wheelie bins, right? I've got a member in my community named Jacob, and he owns a bin cleaning company, Basically, he's like converted his van and he cleans wheelie bins at the back of it. So he's actually created his own digital product, which is a community showing other people how they can do the same thing. And also, he's managed to figure out how to leverage social media to build his business and grow it really fast. And now he's teaching other what we call home service businesses. So think about like your jet washing, window cleaning, these kind of like home service businesses. And he's now helping other members by selling his digital product, also learn the skill of social media, going viral, learning what to post, how to create the content, and he's doing an exceptional job. But I think it's another clear example of you can take any niche, any hobby, any experience you have, and you can turn it into a product, an asset online that makes lots of money and also helps other people. So it's a great business model to be in right now, selling digital products, leveraging social media to build a small personal brand. It doesn't need to be huge, it can be very, very small. But if you find the right people willing to pay you, just like I have, then you can make a lot of money just from that alone. So, yeah, I'm just documenting this because I think it's important to show the process and talk about how we've done this and what our plans are going forwards, because I'm really looking forward to getting this brand live and seeing what we can do with it. We've done a lot of competitor research, and there's a few out there that are making between 200 to 300,000 pounds per month. So it's got a lot of potential, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if we can reach those sort of heights with this brand. It's going to be absolutely insane because again, it's digital. We're not buying the product, we've designed the product, which is another reason why it's taken so long to create. There's no stock, we're not sending orders out. There's a lot of less headaches than there is with your typical physical product brands, because physical products are great, but when you're selling these physical products, you've got to think about all the small details, right? You're dealing with Chinese suppliers, which is a pain in the ass. You're ordering this stock from China, which takes a long time and a lot of money to invest into. You've then got to store that product somewhere. So you've either got to store it in some sort of warehouse where you pay people to pack and send it, or if you're starting off small, you can literally just send it to your home and pack it yourself, which is what I've done in the past to begin the brands, because obviously it's more cost effective. It's not cheap to send your products to a warehouse because you've got to pay for the storage and you've got to pay for the actual person to pick the order, pack it, and then of course the label and the shipping and things like that. So there's all these things that just create a lot of friction when it comes to scaling and selling online, like managing inventory, things like that. And this is why digital products are fantastic, because you don't have any of that, right? You can create these products once and you can sell them as many times as you can, as many times as you want, sorry. And also global, right? There's nothing stopping me from selling an item to China, other than maybe certain laws. But America, Europe, Australia, there's no postage, there's no packing. This It's just a case of downloading the product instantly, which is why it works fantastic. It's just a lot more scalable, in my opinion, a lot more high profit margins, a lot more fun. It's all the good things about e-commerce without all the bad things. That's the best way to look at it. So we're going to see where this ends up over the next few months, see if we can get it to a really decent level. And then the plan is to, all three of us, to start doing some really cool trips abroad. We're going to go to some really cool places and create really cinematic content using our products, and just try and blow up the content side of things. So organic, social, YouTube, just try and create a bit of a fan base behind the brand, showing off our products in use in these really cool locations that, more eye-catching, more desirable. So that's going to be the plan. It's going to be insane when we get to do that, because it's like a holiday, but we're getting paid for it, right? Because we get to go to these cool places, do really cool things like climb, hike mountains, go to really cinematic, like aesthetically looking places, and just film loads of content, build our brands, build the actual brand behind the product, and yeah, just see where it ends up, because it's just going to be insane if we get this right. Honestly, there's no limit to what we can do here. it's just, like I said, it's highly scalable, right? We can target multiple different countries all over the world without the friction of having to send that product anywhere. So yeah, I mean, this is just a bit of a documentation of what we are doing, but I thought it'd be cool to film this because in a couple of years when I watch this back and hopefully the brand is in a really good position, it'd be cool to look back at this video right here and see how I've been thinking about the brand, how I've been my vision behind it, and seeing if that comes to fruition. It'd be insanely cool to have this documented. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.